Bullish AMP cost forecasts range somewhere in the range of 2 cents and 4 cents by 2030. Market examiners accept AMP could reach 1 cent by 2025. Bearish AMP market cost expectation for 2023 is $0. AMP presentation. Clients have become used to paying speedily and the independence from worry over security while making buys. This is somewhat more trying for blockchains. In any case, AMP is utilizing collateralization through its AMP token to ensure that network clients will not need to pick either speed and security. Despite the fact that the security token was just presented toward the finish of 2020, it has gained incredible headway. The organization is now being utilized by north of 40,000 areas, and its digital money is beginning to build up momentum. Could we at any point conjecture the cost of AMPs, and is the token a method for installment later on? What is AMP? In the space of cryptography, there is banter about whether to put security or speed first. To guarantee the well-being of each and every exchange, security is required, yet speed is fundamental for the broad reception of a blockchain. Collateralization is AMP's response to this issue. Clients can wager digital currency with every exchange to guarantee that it will finish. It is developed on the Flexa organization and records two basic roles, while people can involve AMP for secure and prompt exchanges from their own resources. Consolidating Flexa with AMP is workable for traders to ensure that installments are paid progressively. AMP Specialized Investigation. Specialized investigation shows that since its send-off, the AMP cost has moved generally high and low. The coin's process started at $0, and as per authentic records, it kept up with this cost for quite some time. Afterward, it showed a sudden increment and crossed 3 cents. It then continued with moderate exchanging after that. AMP arrived at a record high of 12 cents. Nonetheless, following that, the coin had a precarious decay and retested around 3 cents. AMP Central Examination. AMP's white paper contends that it fills in as a vehicle for gathering esteem while matching the motivations, everything being equal in dispersed tokenized monetary organization. This is finished by consolidating a non-inflationary motivation conveyance with positive criticism circles of rising spending capacity. Fundamental monetary models are created to show that AMP proceeds as low instability insurance, with its worth becoming simply because of the utility it offers. By empowering decentralized proprietorship and cooperation in monetary organizations, applications based on AMP can become significant degrees more expense productive than existing frameworks and assist with disposing of the staggering extra weight loss of customary social and financial designs for monetary exchanges. The record proceeds. AMP current cost. For AMP, there are clashing expectations from experts, with some expecting accomplishment while others predicting looming destruction. In one view, AMP is depicted as a poor speculation by wallet investor who accepts it will drop most of its worth over the long run. AMP is as of now worth $0. AMP has moved 0.61% as of now with an exchanging volume of $7,437,841. AMP is as of now positioned 539 among all digital currencies with a market capitalization of $209,582,456 USD. Using the overall strength record, moving weighted normal, Williams fractal and moving normal union uniqueness from the graph above, we can decide cost designs for AMP to conclude whether having a bullish or negative year is going. Our cost expectation gauges utilize continuous AMP market information, and all information is refreshed live on our site. This permits us to give dynamic cost forecasts in view of current market movement. AMP Value Expectation 2023. AMP, from certain perspectives, is one of the most astonishing digital currencies to rise this year. The AMP cost gauge for 2023 expects a huge expansion in the year's final part, potentially coming to $0. Likewise with other cryptographic forms of money, the ascent will be progressive, however no extensive drops are normal. Averaging $0 cost is very aggressive. However, it is possible soon given expected joint efforts and progression. AMP is supposed to have a base worth of $0. AMP Value Forecast 2024. In 2024, AMP cost expectation has a lot of space for development. Because of the possible declarations of various new associations and drives, we guess that the cost of AMP will before long outperform 1 cent. Nonetheless, we ought to stand by to check whether the AMP's general strength file emerges from the oversold zone prior to putting down any bullish wagers. Taking into account the market unpredictability, AMP will exchange with a base exchanging cost of $0, a typical exchanging cost of 1 cent. AMP Value Forecast 2025. In the event that the vertical pattern go on until 2025, it could reach 1 cent and AMP might benefit. On the off chance that the market encounters a downfall, the objective may not be met. AMP is supposed to exchange at a typical cost of 1 cent and a low of 1 cent in 2025. AMP Value Expectation 2026. Assuming that AMP effectively helps market feeling among digital currency aficionados, the AMP coin cost could stay stable for the following 5 years. As per our projections, AMP will be green in 2026. The AMP is supposed to reach and outperform its unequaled high in 2026. In 2026, the virtual cash will be valued at 2 cents, with a base cost of 1 cent and a typical cost of 2 cents. AMP value forecast 2027. After some broad gauging and specialized investigation, we gauge the AMP cost is supposed to cross a normal value level of 2 cents by 2027, with a base cost of 2 cents anticipated before the year's end. Moreover, AMP has a greatest value worth of 2 cents. AMP value expectation 2028. Because representing things to come organizations that are supposed to occur by 2028, we are expecting that a bullish pattern will keep carrying the typical cost to around 3 cents. In the event that AMP figures out how to break the safe level in 2028, we could see a most extreme cost of 3 cents. Neglecting to assemble the help AMP needs by 2028 could bring about a low of 2 cents. AMP value forecast 2029. While AMP is endeavoring towards interoperability between organizations to rush connection, the bullish pattern from the earlier year is supposed to proceed. So the base exchange cost has been put at 3 cents and a yearly cost close above 3 cents in 2029. AMP value expectation 2030. By 2030, AMP will at last outperform its past ATH values and record new cost levels. The base cost could be 3 cents and possibly arrive at a greatest value worth of 4 cents, averaging out at 4 cents. AMP value forecast 2031. The cryptographic money market is known to be profoundly unpredictable, which is one of the many justifications for why cost estimating is a troublesome undertaking. Makes an honest effort to estimate future price tags with accuracy. But all expectations ought not be taken as monetary exhortation, and you should DYOR. In 2031, we are anticipating that digital currency should have acquired reception across numerous areas. In that capacity, the greatest AMP cost in 2031 is projected to be 4 cents in case of a bull run, with a typical value level of 4 cents. And AMP has a ton of potential in the crypto field thanks to confirmations in regards to security and speed. However, for the AMP cryptographic money to find true success, experts accept that it will expect it to continue extending its biological system and exhibiting its valuable application. What is the AMP cost today? Today, AMP is exchanging at $0 an all-out market capitalization of $209,582,456. Is AMP a wise speculation? AMP ended up being one of the most discussed coins in the crypto space this previous year. Considering this, it is shrewd to say that AMP is a decent decision of speculation. How high might AMP at any point go? The typical cost of AMP might conceivably reach $0 a year. Over the course of the following 5 years, it is projected that AMP might outperform 3 cents. What amount will AMP be worth in 5 years? In light of the rising ubiquity of cryptographic money and AMP, a drawn-out interest in AMP could see the value ascend to 3 cents inside the following 5 years. What amount will AMP be worth in 10 years? In the event that you put resources into AMP today, likewise with any speculation,